Hey guys, time for a 5-minute Friday. This week is Psalm 3. I'm so excited. I could read, it's so short, sweet, to the point, so applicable for today and the whole world. But what I'm hoping is I can give you a couple of thoughts, and then when I read it in a little bit, it's going to come alive in ways that either you've already known or even more so. And then all the things that I don't see, I'm hoping you'll comment below and let me know your favorite parts on Psalm 3. All right? So I love that when I read this, I definitely see a theme. Okay, you want to know my theme? What I hear when I read this is there's what they say. Okay, other people, the enemy, the they, right? The lies, our own thoughts, what we tell ourselves, right? There's what they say, but then there's what truth says. Right? Then sometimes you got both of them. You gotta just give them to God so that you can live in peace without fear. And then you also have to know, depending on what the they is doing, that vengeance is God's. It's not ours. That's in there multiple times in Scripture. Okay? And I'll give that to you in a second. And if you do that, these truths have a blessing. Does that sound good? Do you want to know more? All right, let's dive in. This is when the kingdom was trying to be taken over by Absalom. Okay, so David is literally fleeing from enemies. It's not just the theoretical enemy, out there the very spiritual enemy that we fight on a daily basis. But what I'm saying is there is literal physical enemies, trying to take him down. And he wrote this when he's living it out. It rings truer, right? When you are walking out the steps, it rings true. So listen very carefully. Lord, it's all capitals. So that means the name, Yahweh, how my foes increase. There are many who attack me. They're literally doing it at that moment that he's writing this. Many say about me, there is no help for him in God. You want to know something cool? When it says there is no help, the word help in Hebrew there is Yeshua. So literally the enemies are like, there's no salvation for this guy. They think they're right. They think they are so twisted by the evil powers of this world that they literally think the anointed king has no power and no salvation in God. That's not true. But that's what he is hearing. That's what people are saying, right? So, how my foes increase. There are many who attack me. Many say about me, there is no Yeshua for him in God. That's not true. That's what they say. But you, Yahweh, are a shield around me, my glory and the one who lifts up my head. Want to know something cool? Our literal bodies can't feel as much anxiety and fear and all that stuff when we look up. I learned that from a professed atheist, right? He called it a biohack. But me, I'm going, well, isn't that interesting that God would create when we literally lift our heads? We don't feel as much. Who's up there? Who are we looking to? And he's the one that lifts our head. Isn't that so cool? Okay, so I cry aloud to Yahweh, and he answers me from his holy mountain. Again, lift your head and look at him. So if I'm crying aloud to Yahweh, I'm giving it to him. See, there's the they say, and then, but you, Lord, are a shield around me. That's what truth says. So then he's crying out to God, and he's giving it to God. Okay? I lie down and sleep. I wake again because Yahweh sustains me. That's living in peace. If you can sleep when literal physical enemies are trying to attack you. I am not afraid of the thousands of people who have taken their stand against me on every side. He's living without fear. He's got peace and without fear because he gave it to God to have truth and not a lie. Rise up, Yahweh, save me, my God. You strike all my enemies on the cheek. You break the teeth of the wicked, because vengeance is God's, not yours. Right? That's what it's saying. He didn't say that, but I'm saying vengeance is God's. We know this if you want to look up Deuteronomy 32:35, Romans 12:19, and Hebrews 10:30. Go check it out. It's important. Salvation. Yeshua is the word here. Yeshua, salvation, belongs to Yahweh. May your blessing be on your people. They say, but truth says, give it to God to live in peace without fear, because vengeance belongs to God, not us. And with that truth, there is the blessing of living it out day to day and seeing God work in our lives like never before. Oh, so good. That's what I got. 5-Minute Friday. I hope you remember that you've always got friends in Messiah, Texas.